and I don't want to say I do it all by myself. We had, on Grand Avenue, we had a whole program of people who come together, and they did a plan called Reimagining Grand Avenue.
Yeah.
And of course, one of the things that I battled for very early in that process, I wasn't a member of the committee, but I spoke to them, is that I really wanted to see a public park. And so one of the things they did put in the idea of putting the public park, which is now Grand Park, in there. But the idea was that it was supposed to be a welcoming kind of architecture. That it had kind of an urban design that was, if you look at downtown, it's like a bunch of little forts all over the place. There isn't an openness and so on. And so if we really want to create a dynamic and diversified downtown. So the architectural renderings that they showed us was another fort. And I said, this does not meet the needs, and if you go back and look at it. So I voted no, and everybody was upset. The developer's going to walk away, you're going to lose the deal and all of that. But at the end of the day, they hired Frank Gehry back, and he's done a very different design and creating all of the openness back from there. So sometimes you have to be careful. That's why I say on these billboard things, you don't set the bar so low and you trade with people. I just think you need to be reasonable. I really support smart growth. I'm not opposed to development. I really believe in people's property rights. If they own property and there's entitlements, we should honor those things. We shouldn't dismiss them. But anyway, as they do these things, there have to be mitigations for what we're doing. And so it is about rolling up your sleeves again. And this is the kind of work I do. We were talking about the 710 earlier, right? And we talked about it, and here's another example of everybody just clashing constantly. Instead of setting aside the time to think of solutions, we were talking about the Alameda Corridor. If we could get all of that freight on the Alameda Corridor as it was designed to do with taxpayer money that we did, we would get all of that truck traffic off of our freeways, which is really what we want, right? So those are the kinds of solutions that we need to start putting in place instead of just butting heads with one another and everybody taking, their position, and is trying to be a problem solver. And so that's what I hope to bring to this position. And again, let me just end with thanking you for being here, and I appreciate so much your contribution. And I'm so glad that you're here enjoying all this great food. And look at this, they put together a whole plate for me. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you. You're a big inspiration for me today. I'm running for the Pasadena Unified School Board, and I'm so happy to see your energy and your conviction.
Yeah. Well, good.
It's inspiring to me to continue.
That's what we should be about, right? I mean, I think we should be about. It's too much of politics. It's just brokering deals and going along to get along. I mean, look at Congress. It can't get anything done instead of having some smart people that are real problem solvers and really willing to stand up and have the political courage in many instances to their own political party, to their own constituency, to find a way to become a smart problem solver. We're losing those kinds of folks. Instead, we create the kind of situation that we have in Congress. It's not working. Not getting things done.
Gloria, when I joined the Foreign Service right out of USC in 1956, women as a condition of employment could not be married, nor have dependents. And when in 1970 we organized the women in the Foreign Service and went to talk to management, what they said was, oh well, it's just a bunch of disgruntled employees.
Yeah.
So we organized.